What's going on,
guys?
What's up?
We're back.
We're back.
New decade.
It's
the
been
same
a minute.
us.
It feels like we haven't filmed a podcast in about a year.
Or a decade for that matter. Sorry, we apologize.
Sorry, we apologize.
But yeah, we're back. We know we took maybe a sabbatical, you could call it.
A little retirement, early retirement.
We needed to find ourselves first, so we could come back and produce the best content for you.
Explore the podcast world to find our true selves.
Yeah, we needed to find our place within it. But we're back now, so I know you're smiling. I know you're happy. I know you got this little email notification. You went, oh, it's another podcast.
Oh, yeah. Man.
I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. Today we're just going to kind of review the decade. The whole, all 10 years.
Make it through.
All 10 years. Just do everything.
Everything.
Just talk about it. Chill. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
We want to break it down with our favorite moments of the 2010s. Can we just start with that also? We're so glad we're out of the zeros, we're out of the tens, we're back into those 20s.
The roaring 20s.
The roaring 20s.
Were there a lot of problems in the roaring 20s?
Already.
Maybe. Oh yes, in this 20s, there's a lot of problems.
We're not even a month through.
We're not even a month through. There's a lot of things happening. But guess what? We're gonna stay positive through it because there's a whole 9 and 11 months ahead of us. So we gotta keep going strong.
Keep chugging.
So I guess let's hit it off with our classic segment, Mount Rushmore. Our favorite, best things of the decade. Very general topic, but why don't you hit us off, JB?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with something that you cannot look at the 2010s and not see that it was a great decade for movies. Blockbusters after blockbusters. You had the Avengers movies come out.
Yeah.
You had the Star Wars series come back in full effect. You had just absolute insane movies coming out. It's a little something for everybody, hilarious comedies, great action movies. If you like dramas and stuff, those were there too. Like we could go on and on and on for every great movie that came in the 2010s, but we'd be here for another decade
because there's just so many.
There's so many good
independent movies, franchises, series. This I'll save it for later. I'm not a big fan of Marvel, but we'll save that for later conversation. For me, one of my favorite things of the decade was computer games. Now, if you're listening to this and you're in high school, you most likely played computer games as a child.
Yes.
I mean, there's some Webkins. Let me just bring back some Webkins. Club Penguin.
Oh my gosh.
Pop Tropica. I still play that today.
You still gotta hit that up sometimes.
I still play that today. I can do Shark 2000. I think like 7 minutes.
It's a speed run.
It's a speed run. Dune Buggy. All these classic games. I mean, I don't know. Even my house, we had like a computer room.
Yeah, we hit that too.
Like it was just a room. It was like kind of the office, but it was
just like the one PC in there.
There's a PC, a desktop, and then a table, and that's all. And you'd fight with your siblings over who got to play on it, and it was just a classic memory that kids these days don't have.
They don't have that.
These days.
These kids these days, they don't have going to like a store on a trip, and you don't buy a souvenir, you don't buy a T-shirt, you don't buy a Gucci bag, you buy a webcam. You take it home, you fight with your siblings, you put yours in first.
You put the code
put it in. You put it in its own special room. You play that game where you cook the food. Oh my god.
It's just a memory that now they play iPad games. Like, that's so...
They don't have the work ethic we had trying to tip the iceberg in Club Penguin. These games transformed us. They really did.
It transformed us.
Alright, next one. We almost didn't make it out of the 2010s.
Well, we can't forget that.
2 years in, the Mayans predicted, way back, that we weren't going to make it past 2012. And I remember,
even that movie came
there was
out.
that movie with Joan Cusack and Woody Harrelson, and I watched that before 2012, and I was like...
Did that come out before 2012?
That came out before.
Okay.
And it was like the world ending, and I was like, I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And I remember I went on a trip, and then I went to bed, because I think they thought it was going to happen. I think it was the New Year's, when the clock hit 2012.
2012?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And I remember going to bed and being like, well, hope I wake up and the world's not ending. And I woke up and everything was fine.
It was fine. I mean, we survived, so we're true.
No sweat.
But that was very scary. I mean, we did almost die.
You think this decade's gonna have like a apocalypse scale, like the 2000s had Y2K?
I think if we have an apocalypse this decade, it will be real. It
will be an actual threat.
It's not like someone's predicting it. It's like it's going to happen.
It's like you guys gotta come.
I don't know what that's gonna look like. There's definitely. I'm a big zombie. Like I think it's gonna be a zombie apocalypse.
That's interesting.
So I think it'll just hit us like this and we'll be like, "Whoa, we're in an apocalypse now." And then I'm gonna rewatch all the movies that I've seen.
And then you're gonna train.
Then I'm trained, get board up the walls, and I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine.
I think I've played a lot of zombie video games, and I think I'll probably be one of the best off if that happens.
Wow. Okay. Could be kind of like Hunger Games.
Hunger Games type prediction. Yeah.
Who's gonna survive? I'm gonna hit you with. I think the greatest trend. Maybe one of the first social media trends, you could say, planking.
Absolutely.
Planking.
Should we do some slight planking?
Oh gosh! Look how fun this is. I'm just enjoying myself right now. Okay.
Do you remember when that was a thing? That was so weird, just seeing people lay flat on things.
Did someone? I feel like people died from it.
I bet someone probably went onto the top of a building.
But like,
that was terrible. Don't plank.
Yeah, don't plank. Always plank safe.
Plank safe.
That's the number one thing for planking. You gotta be safe. But it was just so weird. Like it was so amazing. It was like just so. It's like I don't know. It's just like culture. This culture is so weird that we planked.
But it was like so big. Like everyone was doing it.
You planked on trash cans. You planked on just everywhere.
I remember like me and my sisters, we'd like be taking photos of each other planking on stuff. And when you look back on it, what were we doing?
Who knows? I mean, that was the 2010s, man.
It was cool though.
That was the 2010s.
Next thing, another trend similar to planking, but a little bit different. The dance trends.
Wow.
You know, think about like Gangnam Style.
Oh.
Everybody was killing that. The Harlem Shake. Ooh. Those videos were crazy.
I mean, yes.
You know, and
the Harlem Shake had produced some of the best content.
It really did.
I've ever, especially, you remember LeBron James in the Miami Heat doing
I never saw that one.
I saw that was one of my favorite members of that team. I hated them, but that was one time they did a great Harlem Shake video. Because everyone was doing. I mean, it was like every team, every group of friends, they all made a video. I made a video. You probably made it. Did you make a video?
I think I might have made a Harlem Shake video. I think there might be a Harlem Shake video with me in it.
Okay.
Somewhere on the internet.
I mean, if you didn't, you kind of missed out on the important transformation.
Even if you never made a video, if you never just Harlem shook, then you think you missed out.
You did miss out. So, also, the Dougie. Okay.
Can you teach me how to Dougie?
I'll teach you
how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Ooh, teach me how to.
You like that?
You like that?
You like that? I mean, I'm trying to bring the Dougie. I'm trying to keep it at its grain, at its top, because I believe it is the best dance ever created, forever and forever. That even makes sense.
All I'm saying is that at prom this year, if the DJ don't turn on "Teach Me How to Dougie," we might riot.
I will start singing it.
Acapella, take the mic.
Because I know word for word. Don't count me.
And then there's also, the whip.
Oh.
The nay-nay.
Oh.
Hit the quan.
Oh, wow. I mean, just some great dances.
Great dances. And, we can get into this a little bit later, but let's just say the dance trends now are not what they used to be.
No.
These renegades and I don't like all this.
What is this?
No actual skill.
I mean, it's like I mean, it's like, what's even the point? It's like you're, I don't even know. You're pointless. You think you're a good dancer? No, you're not a good dancer. That's it. For all of you watching you're not a good dancer.
If you're a TikTok dancer, you're not a professional dancer. Okay? Yeah. Don't try to apply to Juilliard thinking, I can be the renegade, though.
No, that's not going to happen, okay? Sorry for breaking your dream, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to, I think everyone knows this, but I'm just going to say it so everyone knows, is the greatest app ever created. So social media wise, 100% best ever created in total, maybe Vine. Now Vine just had such an important place in our generations. Like probably a couple of years younger than us, and like 5-6 years above us. Like this section, like we grew up on Vine. Like that was.
I remember just like getting home from school on my iPod Touch and just spending hours scrolling through Vine.
Yeah, it's just, and to compare it to TikTok, like Vine it's not like it's.
It really isn't.
I don't know like.
It was so like, just like, but like TikTok is some like editing things you can do on it. You can upload old clips onto it. You can like edit it with like these weird effects to make you do cool stuff. Vine had none of that. Like the only people that are editing stuff were like the people that were like super skilled at stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like, do you remember like Zach King?
Yes.
He would do those magic ones where he'd be like holding something, he throw it in the air, now he's in the bowl or something. I'm like, what the? He did that, and those were so cool. But like they were just true.
It was all about original content, man.
It was original.
And now TikTok's all about using the same sound that's popular and the same.
Making their own version of the same thing.
Yeah, and like to compare, like Vine is like LeBron James, or Michael Jordan, and then TikTok is like me. Like not even in like.
And then it'd be like you going onto the court and be like, "Hey LeBron, pass me the ball," and be like, "You."
Yeah, I know. Like, what do you? How did you even get on the court?
I mean, you think you belong on this?
No, you don't. I mean, what I averaged 2 points, like 1.5 points a season for my rec team. Got in probably like 5-10 minutes a game. So, if that is any comparison between, just that is how we're comparing them. But Vine, just all about original content.
It really was.
It was almost like the start of widespread meme culture.
It really was, yeah.
Not like,
because Vine started, you've seen these
memes, but like
but like
family friendly memes.
Those memes that like you see and then you go to school and then everybody in the school is saying them.
Yeah.
What are those? And all.
Damn, Daniel.
Hang, Daniel.
Was that all one?
Yeah.
Okay.
With those white vans.
Yeah.
And I remember like everybody going and everybody just looking at everybody's white vans and. It's just like stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I miss
Good old
it.
days.
I miss it.
And there's this new Vine, Bite, that's come out with 6-second clips. It's not gonna be the same.
I don't know if it'll be the same.
It just didn't have that energy, that Vine energy.
Yeah, we need. That's what I'm saying. We see like TikToks that are like, this radiates Vine, and she's like, does it though? Does it though? No, it's never. It's we gotta accept that. We need to move on from it. It happened. We're happy it happened, but it's time to take a step further, and we need to understand that it's never going to come back. We just gotta love it for what it was.
Seriously. Next one is another form of like social media, another form of creating original content, and something that used to be original content has now gone to a capitalistic type culture. YouTube. The original YouTube. I know it started before the 2010s, but the prime for us was the 2010s. And the beginning of 2010s. Because when you look at from where it was at the start and where it was at the end, it's so different. At the beginning, it was just original, funny, cool videos. And now it's all, it has all advertisements. The Pauls.
I mean, what are they doing?
It's all makeup tutorials, all vlogs. I don't want that. I want my OG like skits and
I want
weird music videos.
I want them back. But now it's just like about making merch.
We
got people YouTubers rapping. We got YouTubers boxing. What even is this?
What is this?
It's all about drama. It's all about views. It's all about clickbait. It's like back in it wasn't about that. It was about you doing what you loved. And now it's not anymore.
Take me back to those good old days where the best YouTube videos, if there was back then a trending, would be the duck song,
the
Narwhal.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that one video, the shoes?
What about remember the cat?
Which one?
It was like a cat that like flew and like shot out rainbows behind it.
Oh, the Nyan cat.
Yeah, the Nyan cat. I just remember. Yeah, great content.
Great
right
content. Now it just ain't the same like Vine.
It's like an algorithm. People are just trying to play the
algorithm. It's just all about that money, not about the creativity.
I mean, to take off of the TMG's little Cody Coast kind of thing. I mean, look at the Dobe brothers.
Seriously,
if you've seen the Dobe
brothers,
I mean,
we're sorry. That
it is like it amazes me that people can watch that because it's like what do they do? For people that don't know, who've seen the video, if you've seen the Cody Co video, then you know. But they did a challenge where essentially they told their parents, if you can spell it, you can buy it.
And it's just a page of flexing now.
So like his mom spelled car, and then he went and bought her like it's like
which is awesome.
Nice. Great for them.
But it would not be. They didn't do it to be charitable. They did it so they could get views.
And it was just for the content. And it was like it wasn't even a good video. It wasn't like it was a challenge spell. Like it was just like you can spell it, you can buy it. It's just a very simple video.
Yeah, it definitely is probably scripted and planned.
Yeah. So just thumbs down on YouTube.
Thumbs down. Dislike.
There are still some good content out there.
There are some
Maybe we'll
great
talk about it in the future,
creators, but
for now we're just gonna leave it at most of it is the big ones are all
the big ones.
Ugh. Now for my last point, maybe not controversial, but maybe some people didn't like it, but I was a big fan of it. Blockbuster and just movie stores in general. Yes, it's convenient having Netflix, and I love having Netflix and Disney Plus and all these things. And it is very nice, but just there's something about going to the movie store with your dad or mom and picking out a nice movie.
Do you remember just like going into Blockbuster and just roaming the halls up and down, and just you're only gonna get one movie. You would just look at them all. You'd read all the covers back and forth.
You had to make sure you're getting the best movie for that night, and it was an experience.
The best was like before a road trip or something. You'd get 4 from Blockbuster.
Did you have the mini DVD players? Did you have the portable DVD players?
Oh yeah. And then
those were.
Oh, and they look like little laptops.
Yeah, and you put the disc in, you put it down.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, and like my parents, we would have like a bag just full of those and batteries just to keep us entertained.
So
and did you? Well, and then this other thing, did you have like the big case of movies? Because I had
it was one of those big books and it had like the little slips you put them in. Yes.
Yeah, those were because you were like, oh, what movies? You flip through all your movies. You had to organize. You're like, ooh, let's look at the Star Wars movies. Let's look at the Air Bud movies, and you just flip through and you're like, I want to watch this. Put it in, and it was just something about the tangible or physical, just touch.
Really hold it.
CD. It's just
put it in.
Something that I.
If it never worked, you had to take it out and you had to.
Gotta get a little rub, a little blow, put it back in. It works, and it was amazing.
It was just good because one of my favorite things about Blockbuster was they also had video games.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure there's 3 video games somewhere in my house that still have the Blockbuster covers on them. Really? I just made it not giving them back.
But it's okay.
Yeah,
we keep them souvenirs.
Souvenirs.
Is there one left, or are they done? I remember seeing there was one left. I think they might be done.
I think they might be closed too. It's just Netflix just came in out of nowhere and just
screwed us. This
you're gone.
Streaming era, man.
Streaming.
So those are the things we liked about the decade. Why don't you talk about some things that we didn't like? Because there was a lot. It
was a long 10 years.
It was a long, hard 10 years that wasn't perfect by any means.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start us off. Long shorts. Okay, the shorts that went past the knees. I'm sorry, I'm canceled. I don't want them.
You're canceled.
Get them out of here.
Now, okay? I must say, I do have many long shorts.
Yes, I know. I became aware of this.
I don't go out, I don't really buy any clothes. The only clothes I ever buy are like Hawaiian t-shirts and like cool shirts, and that's rare. That's like if I really, really like them. With shorts and stuff, that's like my mom. Most of the shorts I wear, I've had for like 4 years. And let's just say I was a little bit bigger back when we got those. So the size needed to be bigger, but people don't understand that I needed big waist shorts, but I needed short size because I was short. Those don't exist. So now I just have shorts that go to past my knees.
Anti-short media.
Anti-short media. That's what it is.
They don't like us. No, but I mean, I'm talking like if it's above the knee still, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like below the knees, like if you're gonna do it below the knees, just get some pants.
If you go out and you go, I want some shorts that can also look like pants.
What do you doing?
What?
Doesn't even make no sense. That's what I mean. If you really want something like that, there's a thing called like 3/4 pants. I've seen soccer people wear those.
3/4 pants.
It's literally like sweatpants, but they just end at like mid calf. Oh. And they're like
kind of like joggers.
Yeah, but they're like it's not like they're loose though. They're like tight around the mid calf. But then
okay.
So it's basically like you're putting on joggers for a person like 10 years younger than you.
Little baby joggers.
Exactly. Okay. So they just come up and they're basically 3/4. They're 3/4 of your leg.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Canceling. So if you wear long shorts, you're canceled.
Yeah.
Hashtag long shorts are over party.
Just cut them.
Next one up is something that I personally want to leave behind. TikTok. It's come with us.
We talked about it earlier.
We talked about it earlier, and as we said, it's not Vine, but I'll be honest, I do kind of like it.
Yes, it is nice.
But the problem is, I like it too much. And
say it louder for the people.
The TikTok culture that it's creating just needs to go. Because if I see one more girl in the middle of the hall, I'm trying to get to my next class, going renegade, I'm just, I don't know what I'll do.
And honestly, it takes up too much of my time.
It does.
I mean, the For You page it's addictive.
They stole that Vine scrolling mentality where you could it's endless. It doesn't end. You just go.
Because there are literally, 500 million users?
And have you ever done like the I need to get off, like 3 more?
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, 2 more. Okay, and then 2 hours pass, and now you're asleep with your phone still scrolling.
You have a test the next morning, you're like, well, what do I do now? We don't condone this, okay?
To not
get to bed early.
TikTok responsibly.
TikTok responsibly. But yeah, I mean, and also kind of talking about what we went earlier, and this kind of goes to another point we had, is like, it's kind of taking on the transformation that YouTube took on and Vine took on. It's like they get these popular, the app starts, then they get popular creators, then they try and get popular creators together to just make a ton of money. So Vine, we had MagCon, terrible. Can we leave that behind? Can that never happen again?
Can we erase? Can we go back in time and erase that? If you were
a MagCon fan, I mean,
what were you doing?
I don't know.
For people that don't know, MagCon was a group of teenage boys who were on Vine.
No talent. They had no talent.
They couldn't sing. They couldn't dance. It was like a boy band that can't sing or dance.
Well, the only one. Oh, this is an outlier, but Shawn Mendes was.
He did.
That was the only person though. We stand Shawn Mendes. We like him. He made it out. He was a good guy, but everyone else is, no talent.
None. It was just weird.
And they all toured, and a bunch of teenage girls would go to these MagCon events or whatever. And they would I remember seeing one video, Jacob Sartorius. Everyone knows who he is. He rapped the ABCs. And girls went crazy. I was like, that doesn't even make sense. You said the ABCs. This is something a 3-year-old can do.
It's just so strange.
It's just cringy content. We don't like it. And that happened on YouTube with Team 10 and stuff.
Oh my god.
All that crap. So we didn't want that. That sucks too. And then with TikTok, now we have the Hype House, and it's just, it seems like a cycle at this point, and it's gonna happen anyway. But it just doesn't. No, I don't know how people still like it and still let it happen.
And those first two, they kind of took a long time on the platform to become a thing. The new Hype House thing just went like this. It was
within the year, basically.
Within the year. And also, again, all the people that become big on these apps and all these things are never the best creators on it.
No,
it's the one that nobody really likes.
but somehow they got popular, and then they just.
If-
What happens is they get popular for
Mhm.
doing semi-funny content,
Mhm.
and then they just switch their content to like relatable stuff. So people
Yeah.
just are like, "Oh, I like that. It's relatable," but like they don't deserve it.
Not
I
really
can say
funny.
that.
It's not Frankie.
It's
It's
like-
fun.
Yeah, not Frankie's fun. That was
That
good.
is
That's good
chef's
content.
kiss.
ASAP.
He can stay.
Frankie,
They can
he
stay.
can run TikTok. Okay.
Take them all.
But like they'd be like making relatable TikToks like that moment when you're alive. And it's like
that moment when you're breathing oxygen.
you're like what am I gonna like? Oh, people, and then like this little 10-year-old be like, I breathe like comment. This is so. It's like no.
That moment when you're in high school and the bully knocks the books out of your hand, and then you look at the person like, you were definitely in college.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing, man?
What?
Let's try. Let's try to stop the TikTok rant.
Stop the
We could go
TikToks.
on for hours. Let's go to a little debate format because I think we have differing opinions on
Okay.
this one. Superhero movies. I enjoy superhero movies.
Yes.
I like them, but
That's all should.
I don't like Marvel and how they've created a universe where you need to go see every movie,
Mhm.
and in that I feel obligated, and I do go see most of the movies because I enjoy them. They're good, but I just don't like how I feel like they're playing me and they're just trying to get my money, and it's like I want to go, but I don't want to go. If that makes any sense.
So
okay?
your problem is you like the movies. You like all that.
Yes.
You just don't want to like have to every time a movie comes out, even if you don't really want to see it, you have to see it.
Yeah, because it's going to
Okay.
come up later in the movie, and I just don't like that. And also another thing I saw, which is not my opinion, but I've heard this and I believe this guy is like these movie critics talking about how when you create a thing, and this kind of happened with Star Wars too, I'll talk about that, but when you have a universe where every movie is dependent on another one, you truly can't have an amazing film because
Okay.
they have boundaries that they have to with that. Because you give the director a job, and he can change some things, but for the most part, the storyline has to go one direction.
Yeah.
He can't take it whatever way he wants, and therefore it can't be like one of the best movies ever because it has to stay within. It will be a really good movie, but it has to stay within the parameters of what the universe wants, and therefore it can't be great.
Yeah, and that's another
I'll
thing
let
about him. I personally love the Marvel movies. I love almost all the superhero movies, but my problem with it is that it's become to the point where everybody's seen these movies, but like I remember when I used to go see Avengers and stuff because I really liked the Avengers. I read comic books and stuff. And I used to go see them. And then all of a sudden, when Guardians of the Galaxy, I think that was probably the catalyst that started them becoming mainstream. Everybody's seeing them now. And everybody's asking these questions. Everybody's like, oh my God, Star-Lord, Tony Stark, and Spider-Man. And I'm like, for me, it's like, everybody's watching these movies. They're not made for you. They're not made to be the perfect movie. They're a superhero movie. Superhero movies used to be famously bad. And now they're famously good.
DC's still doing a bad job.
DC is still living on that legacy
And
that
I'm
superhero
a
movies were
DC
created
guy. Batman trilogy, my opinion, is the best superhero movie. Dark Knight, the best movie. I think it's the best trilogy, best superhero trilogy ever.
Have you seen the first and the third one?
Yes.
They're not good.
No, they are good.
No, they're not.
They are good. They're legitimately good. The Dark Knight is the best movie ever created.
The second one is a really good movie.
What superhero is better than it? Tell me Endgame. I might get up and look.
Okay, Endgame is. I'll be honest. On its own, it's not a good movie. It's a movie great for fan service and great for comic book fans.
There you go. Okay, thank you. I agree with you.
But a Marvel movie, Thor Ragnarok. That is such a good movie.
I agree. That is probably top 3 Marvel movies in my mind.
Taika Waititi on that movie went crazy. It's just a movie that you don't have to watch any of the other movies. You might be a little bit lost, but if you don't watch any other Marvel movies and you just watch that one, you will have a great time.
That is true. But could you say the thing about The Dark Knight?
Dark Knight, that's what's so good about Dark Knight. If you took away that first and third movie, it'd just be so good on its own. Because everybody knows Batman. Nobody needs to see the origin story of Batman. He's just Batman.
He's Batman. Yeah. So I like that you said that about Endgame, because I think people hype up Endgame as like one of the best movies ever, but I think plot was okay to decent. It wasn't great, but
it's one of the movies you had to watch all the other ones before it to understand anything what's happening.
And it was a culmination of everything. That's why I feel like everyone, because like it was like an ending of the universe, like kind of with Star Wars, the last one.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but like just an opinion is that like it wasn't very good, but the one thing that saved it was that like it was the last movie. I think for me at least, because they just put in a bunch of stuff that like was ending, so like it made me feel like just gave me some emotions, a roller coaster just because it was ending.
For sure. Do we want to shift on now to some...
Let's talk about one moment though.
So one moment, what's that?
Well, what do you want to shift on to?
I think our things are connected. So why don't we talk about this tragedy, this invasion of privacy of my own liberties.
Okay, so I'm assuming at this point I think most people had if you had an Apple device.
Yes.
Okay, there was this time. I don't know what year it was exactly. I feel like it was early, like
2013,
2014. But there was a time when Apple put U2's album on every single phone for no reason.
And don't get me wrong, I like U2.
Yeah.
Sunday Bloody Sunday. I love them. They're great.
With or without you, great move.
They're great. I did not want to listen to this album.
Not at all.
And I don't think even the real U2 fans, I'm not a real U2 fan, the real U2 fans didn't want to listen to this album.
It just felt forced.
It was like so forced.
I was like, I just got this new iPhone, and all of a sudden I look at my music. I expect to see no music. No, there's a YouTube. I'm like, I'm not. It was almost like I was like, I'm not gonna listen. Like I'm taking a stand. Like you just invaded with my music taste. No, I'm not gonna listen to it.
And nowadays you
haven't listened.
Nowadays you can have every song that has ever existed on your phone. Back then we had storage. You had to download everything.
And $129 per song.
This thing not only did it give it to you for free, it forced downloaded it on your phone. So I remember at one point I had too much storage because these songs were taking it up. These were the only songs installed on my iPod, and there was no way to delete them off your phone. So it was trapped.
It was a tragedy. It was one of the worst marketing attempts.
I don't know why Apple did that.
I mean, I think they regret it because there is definitely backlash from the community. It was so because like. You would think that no one was like free music. Everyone would at least be like, okay, fine, or it's really good. But no, it was either okay, fine, or this sucks.
I bet so many people had it, and they were like, I don't even know who U2 is. How can I get these people off of my phone?
So, what did you want to?
I think we talked about what we don't like. I think something that is super in the middle ground of things we like, some things we didn't like. Great part of the 2010s, I think, in general, the music of the 2010s.
Yes, very transformative. I mean, I think this was, if you had to get in one sentence, I'd say 2010s was the rise of hip-hop and rap.
I think so, yeah.
It was when that became mainstream and basically became the number one. Because you really don't, like, you see, like, recently, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, they had to beg to get the number one song album.
Please listen to Yummy.
Over Roddy Ricch, who's had the number one song for a while. They had to beg for it. Like pop is kind of out the window.
It really is. Because pop has become, in many forms, rap. Because the biggest rap stars are pretty much just making pop music now.
Like Post Malone is pop. He really is pop. He has maybe one raps. He's pop though, basically.
He is.
He won't say it. He'll say he's hip hop, but we both believe he's pop.
We all know. There was that. There was the evolution of SoundCloud, and like
rap.
People that really don't know that much about SoundCloud, just know that the people that are pulling the biggest numbers right now in music started on pretty much just like a free like little internet thing.
That anyone can
put their music on, and then that's how they got big. And I think that's awesome, but it was crazy.
Yeah, and also with that SoundCloud. this was the era, which is another big thing, was the rise of the streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
now,
for sure.
which is we were talking about, and it's very interesting because it was almost like so seamless. We were just like, oh, now it's here. Because it used to be, you had to go. I would go into my computer room.
Yeah.
I'd go look at the top songs. I'd play each 1 minute 30-second clip. I'd listen to that little half of the song to see if I liked it, and if I liked it, I would tell my mom, I said, "Mom, can I give you like 129 so I can?" I mean, you think about it, 129 per song. An album was about $10. That is how much you pay for Apple Music or Spotify.
That's so crazy.
Like, that is crazy. I don't know. It was. I think it's better because now people have more access to music.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just so weird that literally at the beginning of the decade we were clicking on every song, buying individual songs. It's just funny to me, and it's just crazy.
And back in the days before we were talking about old YouTube, where YouTube was so like copyright and censored and everything. I remember that's how I used to listen to my music. If there was a song I really liked on the radio, I'd go on YouTube and like find and like watch the music video, watch the lyrics video someone had made.
That's true. I would do that too.
Probably that person that made the song got no money, but I enjoyed it.
One last little TikTok rant, okay? Play with me.
If you don't like TikTok, then you probably love us. If you like TikTok, then bear with us.
So we enjoy TikTok, like we said, but there's a lot of bad things about it that we wish didn't happen. But the other thing is like, now with TikTok, it is very, very big factor in the TikTok. I mean, in the music industry.
It is, for sure.
You like artists really want their song to go viral on TikTok because that's. I mean, you look at TMG. That's how they got basically mainstream. That's how they got a deal, a record label deal, is because one of their songs went viral. It's like I'm looking at an artist. I find this guy, maybe a clip on Twitter, and I see him. Like a little part of the song, I'm like, oh, let me go check him out. I play the first song. And I'm like, oh, I know it's from TikTok. And it just ruined them. Like, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
But another thing is that, like, so many artists nowadays are making songs that they go, oh, that's going to go big on TikTok. Like, they put these, like, skits in and these little, like, weird starts and things in the middle.
Yeah.
Just because they know, like, oh, that would be good for TikTok.
Yeah, they can make some relatable memes about that one.
I just think, like, just make music, man. Don't make it for TikTok.
Should we?
I think we're winding down.
We finished the decade, and we need to take some time.
We do.
Because, and put your seatbelts on, because this is going to be a serious part.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday, January 29th, we're recording this. 4 days ago, Kobe passed away.
Very sad.
And obviously, eight other members, including his daughter. I believe it was one of her teammates, her parents, and 2 other assistants maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to take some time and just talk about Kobe's legacy and the tragedy that happened on Sunday.
I remember seeing the news. My first thing when I saw it was I got a pop-up little Twitter notification that said "Rip Kobe" from somebody that I had post notifications on for, and I went, "What? Kobe who?" Like, because it was this Call of Duty account, and I was like, "Is it a joke or something?" And I like swept, and I saw it, and I went on like the trending, and I saw this stuff, and it was reported by TMZ first, and I was like, "This is a sick joke. Don't make this." And then I kept looking, it was confirmed, and I was just, I'm not even that big of a Lakers fan or a Kobe Bryant fan, but it was just so shocking to me because I thought, every time in a video game I had ever thrown a throwable across the map or something, I always shouted out, Kobe. Every time I put a piece of trash, Kobe. Every time in my rec game, and I pull up from the 3-point line, and I know 100% the shot is not going in. Hit with Kobe. He was just like a symbol of like hope. That's the best way to say it. Just like you just said Kobe because that's what you needed to be, because everyone to be like Kobe. Just be the best. It's just crazy.
I remember when I heard it was, we actually had a rec basketball game, and I was on the sidelines on my phone, and I saw someone put something about Rip Kobe, and I checked it out, and I was like, are you serious? And we started talking about it, and some people were like, no, that can't be true. Like, there's no way that man. So, and then we found out, we're just like, wow. Because, and one of the things that I want to talk about, it was like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was thinking about what would happen if, let's say, from another major sport. And for me, I just thought about soccer. So I was thinking, let's say Messi or Ronaldo retired this year, and then let's say in 4 or 5 years, they died in a tragic event like this, which would be terrible. But I don't think they would have the same impact overall, because they mean a lot. Because I know, they mean a lot to the soccer community, and they mean a lot to the sport and what they've done for the sport. But the thing about Kobe is that he left so many lessons that are translated to off the court.
Yeah.
Which I think is why everyone was so hurt by it, because he wasn't just a symbol for basketball. He was a symbol for life and how to approach life and having confidence, always working your hardest. Like the Jay Williams story about, if you haven't seen this, Jay Williams told a story where he had a game playing the Lakers and he went in at 3. He was like, I'm going to make 400 shots. So then he got to the gym and he saw Kobe putting up shots. So Kobe was there, it was 30 minutes, then he left, and then Jay put up his shots. And then after the game, he went up to Kobe and he said, Kobe, I have to ask, why were you in the gym putting up shots so intense? And he said, it's because I saw you and I saw you coming in, and I want you to know that however hard you work, I'm going to work harder. And that's just Kobe.
It's that Mamba mentality, man. He just played like he was the best. And then once he was the best, he became, it's like Kanye commercial he was in, and he goes like, are you the best? Yeah, then are you a different beast but the same animal? And like just keep excelling. Keep going until you're at the top. And then when you're at the top, climb above that. And that's just really what he represented.
Especially his relationship with Gianna was so sad to see, because Gianna, especially, like she was going to be the next, because he also, another story that I saw is that he would, whenever someone would come to Kobe and be like, hey, you need to have a boy to continue his legacy, and if whoever was Gianna would say, no, I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue that legacy. That's me. And it was just crazy because a week before it was a video of them talking at the basketball game, and it became like a meme about
like stuff, explaining stuff to your parents,
explaining something, having like good relationship, and now they're gone. It's terrible to see.
It's really sad.
But Kobe just left such a legacy, and
he really did.
Just his outlook on life, and I feel like one of the main things a lot of people have taken away is that it's like call that person. Call that person. Yeah. You're watching this. Just call that person that you haven't been talking to recently. Mend that relationship, because life isn't guaranteed.
I think Shaq was talking about his experience and that he really hadn't talked to him since Kobe's final game. It was 4 years ago, and they were such good friends. He called him a brother to him. So really, if you love someone, and call the people you love and tell them you love them. Just because, like Ernie said. We don't know the day, we don't know the hour, so just tell them right now you love them, because every minute is precious.
So that being said, I think we're gonna sign this one off. If you have one thing to take away, tell someone you love them today.
Do that.
How about that? Okay. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have a podcast soon. Maybe in a couple weeks.
I'm gonna try not to have a 2-month gap between.
We're gonna go for like 3 weeks. I would say.
3 weeks, yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. Peace.
Peace out. That was good.